Forget the MBA, this is how you actually build a business from scratch in 30 days or less. Let's be real for a second. Most people spend months planning, researching, tweaking logos, or waiting for the perfect time to launch. But here's the truth. If you're serious and you're willing to get your hands dirty, you can absolutely start a business in 30 days. No business degree, no investors, no complicated systems, just real action, clear steps, and relentless focus. Now, I'm not saying you'll build $1 billion empire in a month. That takes time. But what you can build in 30 days is a lean, functional, income-generating business that solves a real problem. So if you've been sitting on an idea, if you've been telling yourself, someday, I'm here to tell you, your someday is now. Let's break it all down, one powerful day at a time, starting with what matters most, picking your niche. You see, this is where most people overthink. They chase trends or try to create the next Facebook or Uber, but that's not how smart entrepreneurs start. Your niche isn't just about what's hot. It's about what you understand, what you're passionate about, and most importantly, where you can solve a real pain point. So ask yourself, who do you want to help? What problem do they have that they hate dealing with? And do you have a way to make that problem easier, cheaper, faster, or less painful? That's the foundation of every successful business. It could be something as simple as helping local businesses get more Google reviews, designing easy-to-use websites for busy realtors, or creating meal plans for busy parents. The key is specificity. Don't say, I want to help people get healthy. Say, I want to help new moms lose baby weight with quick at-home workouts. Get laser-focused. Once you've picked your niche, the next thing you need is market validation. This is where you avoid one of the biggest traps that wannabe entrepreneurs fall into, building something nobody wants. It's easy to fall in love with your idea. It's your baby. But the market doesn't care about your baby unless your baby solves a real need. So instead of writing a 50-page business plan, get out there and talk to people. Send DMS, make calls, post in Facebook groups, run polls on Reddit, whatever it takes. You're not selling anything yet. You're just listening. What are people struggling with? What are they already spending money on? What do they wish existed but can't find? And here's the big one. Are they willing to pay for a solution? Because it's one thing for someone to say, yeah, that sounds cool, but it's another thing for them to pull out their wallet. That's why one of the best ways to validate your idea is to pre-sell it. Yes, sell it before you build it. Offer a beta version, a pilot program, a discounted launch rate. You'll quickly learn who's serious and who's just being polite. Now, let's say you've got your niche, and you've validated that people actually want what you're offering. What's next? Building your MVP. That stands for minimum viable product. And I'll be honest with you, this part is where a lot of people try to get fancy. They want a perfect logo, a stunning website, fancy packaging. But here's what you really need. The simplest possible version of your solution that people can pay for and use. If it's a service, great, start offering it manually. If it's a product, maybe it's a prototype or a digital download. If it's software, maybe it's a clickable demo or a Notion template. Whatever it is, keep it simple, keep it functional, and get it out into the real world. Remember, done is better than perfect. Perfection is the enemy of momentum, and the only way to learn what works is to launch. Which brings us to the next part, launching and scaling. And listen, I know launching can be scary. It's that moment when you put yourself out there, when you stop dreaming and start doing. But you don't need a press release or a paid ad campaign. You need authenticity and clarity. Start with your personal network. Post on LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, wherever your audience lives. Don't be afraid to say, hey everyone, I'm starting something new. Here's the problem I'm solving. If this sounds like you or someone you know, I'd love your feedback or your support. You'll be surprised how many people are willing to help when you're honest and passionate. And once you get your first few users, treat them like gold. Over-deliver. Listen to their feedback. Make improvements fast. Because this is how you go from early adopters to raving fans. And those fans, they're the key to scaling. You don't need thousands of customers overnight. You need a few happy customers who tell their friends, who give you testimonials, who help you grow organically. Of course, once the ball is rolling, you'll want to look at more predictable growth channels. Maybe paid ads, maybe SEO, maybe content marketing. But in the first 30 days, Focus on impact. Focus on results. Focus on real humans, not vanity metrics. So now you've launched. You've got users. Maybe you've made your first few sales. What now? It's time to talk about monetization. And here's the fun part. Because once you know people want what you're offering, you can experiment with how they pay for it. Are you charging a flat fee? A subscription? A freemium model with upsells? Are you offering one-on-one services now with plans to build a course later? Or maybe you're building a productized service you can sell on autopilot? There's no one-size-fits-all model, but whatever you do, price based on value, not time. Don't say, I'll charge $20 an hour. Say, this solution will save you $500 in 10 hours a month, and it costs just $99. And don't be afraid to raise your prices, especially if your customers are getting results. People don't pay for time, they pay for transformation. They pay for outcomes. Now you might be wondering, can you really do all this in just 30 days? Yes. 100 times, yes. Because here's what most people miss. Starting a business doesn't mean building it to perfection. It means getting it off the ground, proving that people want it, and making your first dollar. That's it. The rest? That comes with time. Think about it like this. Day 1 to 7. Choose your niche and validate it. Talk to real people. Understand their pain points. Get commitments. Day 8 to 14. Build your MVP. Don't get distracted. Create the simplest, most useful version of your offer. Day 15 to 21. Launch it. Tell everyone. Use your personal network. Make noise. Be bold. Day 22 to 30. Refine, iterate, and sell. Get feedback. Close more deals. Build momentum. It's not always easy, but it is simple. And the best part? Once you go through this once, you'll never see the world the same way again. You'll start seeing business ideas everywhere. You'll understand what makes people tick. You'll realize that starting a business isn't reserved for tech bros in Silicon Valley or MBA grads in suits. It's for anyone willing to take action. So if you've been waiting, stop. If you've been second-guessing yourself, don't. The barrier to entry has never been lower. You don't need a fancy office. You don't need 1 million followers. You just need to start. Because every big business you know today, every app, every brand, every product, started the same way, with one person who said, I'm going to solve this problem, and didn't wait for permission. That person could be you. So the question is, are you going to be the person who talks about starting a business for the next year? Or the person who actually builds one in the next 30 days? Because the tools are there, the people are out there. The only thing missing is your commitment. Now, if this speech lit a fire under you, then I challenge you, right here, right now, start the clock. Pick your niche today. Reach out to 10 people, start validating, start building, start creating. Because your dream business isn't going to build itself. But with focus, with action, and with this roadmap, you can build it in just 30 days. So what are you waiting for? And if this gave you some clarity or motivation, do me a favor. Drop a comment, hit that like button, share it with someone who needs this, and don't forget to subscribe. Create my route for more daily deep dives like this. You've got this. Let's go build something amazing.